Today marks the end of an era. The Atlanta icon known as Disco Kroger is closing its doors today. The store in Buckhead got its name from the former club that used to sit right next door. So it's a bittersweet day for the shoppers and employees out there who grew up with the Kroger that stood there for nearly 50 years.
Well, Joe Ripley explains why the store is shutting down in the first place and what happens next.
Not even a rainy, foggy Friday in Buckhead can stop the construction.
It's just booming, man. It's you know, as you can see, the cranes are swinging. You know, they're building and you know, making this whole neighborhood. They're bringing it up to date.
Christopher Ledbetter reflects on fond memories for the store behind him, the Kroger on Piedmont Road, affectionately known as Disco Kroger.
It's going to be missed. I think a lot of people have been shot. A lot of people, even people that haven't lived in this area, would come to this area, to this Kroger, to shop. Because of the name and the brand and the history that it's brought in this neighborhood.
Disco Kroger earned its name for the nightclub that used to be next door, the Limelight. A mural still pays homage to it. The grocery store stood for nearly 50 years.
The clubs that were in the area I did frequent, and we would often end up in that Kroger afterward, you know, at the Limelight or either, you know, at some of the other bars and restaurants.
But Atlanta City Councilman Michael Julian Bond says a lot has changed since then.
The increase in development has created pressure on store owners generally. Many people, like myself, shop online now for groceries and have them delivered.
The lease on the Kroger is set to expire in 2023 with redevelopment on the horizon. Pharmacy customers can transfer to another location, the company says, and all employees will be reassigned.
It's hard to imagine. It's kind of sad, but you know, sometimes growth is good.
Coming up at 6, a look ahead at what this site may look like without Disco Kroger serving as an iconic feature in Atlanta. In Buckhead, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
And I guess, Chris, you've got a little history with Disco Kroger, right?
Well, maybe a little bit. You know, so it all goes back to the Limelight being next door, and the Limelight was just an iconic disco back in the day. And I'm old enough to say I've been to the Limelight, and I don't recall ever going to the Disco Kroger though back then. But the Limelight, it was just a kind of a fun place to go. I'm glad I experienced it.
I could totally see going from the club and getting a sub or something from Kroger. I'm not gonna lie, that would be me. I would be at the Disco Kroger.
And a lot of people did that, and that's why it got its name.
That's
so
funny.
The Limelight didn't last, but of course the Kroger did. So good for them.